If you've ever used AI to code, you've probably felt like a genius for the first few hours. But what nobody seems to be showing is what happens after that honeymoon phase. After Claude or Copilot has quietly written 1,000 lines of code you've never even looked at. See, I've used
Mm.
every major AI coding tool out there: Cursor, Copilot, Codium, even Windsurf. And trust me, I get the hype. In the first 10 to 20 hours, it feels like you're the main character from Limitless. But nobody talks about what comes next. What happens after Claude has written 1,000 lines of code that you have never even read or barely interacted with? You see, unfortunately, and unlike what many indie hackers will have us believe, the average SaaS project does not take 10 to 20 hours with a mere 1,000 lines of code. Chances are it'll take a developer hundreds of hours and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of lines of code that are all interconnected and dependent on one another. If you let AI write your code, then adding new features and debugging old ones becomes quite literally impossible, or takes so damn long that it's not worth doing. And I'm not exaggerating here. You see, every YouTube video glorifying AI seems to cut off right at around this exact point, when the AI has to update several hundred lines of code to fix a single error. And all of a sudden, you're stuck in this loop where your logic is being rewritten from top to bottom every time there's a small error, and you never have a chance to escape that loop because more errors causes more changes, causes less understanding of your code, causes more errors. See, the only way to escape this downward spiral is to either take the time to review the hundreds, if not potentially thousands, of changes the AI has made to your code after every single prompt, or simply don't let the AI manually change your code. And I know what some of you might be thinking: Laz, why don't you just write better prompts? And that's true. You could just prompt the AI to update a very specific function or line of code to try and debug an error, but you're putting the cart before the horse. You see, to prompt better and with this level of accuracy, you would need to have a deep understanding of the entire code base. So no, you can't just get away with prompting better because you don't know what better actually is, unless, of course, you've written the code yourself. The second danger of letting AI write your code is way sneakier, and you won't know it until it's way too late. See, I'm sure most of us developers have already felt this to a degree, and unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I didn't get to experience college with AI. You see, we had to look everything up on Stack Overflow and copy everything manually. But the fact that we had to copy it manually made it stick more, at least a little bit. In today's world, when the AI writes the code for you, you don't get that level of knowledge. And as surface level as it was at least something. When using AI to write everything for you, you very quickly forget the most basic things, like the syntax for a for loop. The way that I like to think about it is to imagine yourself getting into a car, but every time you want to turn it on, you have to call someone to turn it on for you. See, coding with AI is very similar. If you have to defer to AI writing your code for everything, then you become more inefficient than someone who never used it to begin with. Now, I don't want to leave you guys feeling all doom and gloom about using AI. You see, there is a right way to do it, and that is more like a Google search engine / teacher / code reviewer. At least that's the best use I've found for it once you get past that 1,000 lines of code benchmark. It's also amazing for copywriting and ideation, but at least for now, you should avoid letting it touch your code. Now, I do want to be clear, I'm not anti-AI. It's powerful, it will save you time, but you shouldn't treat it like a replacement for your coding, because it can't. Instead, treat it like a smarter version of Google, a tool that helps you think, not one that does the thinking for you. But if you're serious about building, scaling, and owning your craft, don't outsource your brain to a chatbot. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.